What I want you to do as we start class today is think for a moment that you are going on a vacation. And you can go anywhere you want. Imagine you walk into the travel agent and there's all those shiny posters on the wall. And there's all those brochures where you can read about countries you want to go to, right? Only this time, you're looking for a certain country. As a matter of fact, you're hoping to get other people to go to this country because it's such a great place. In fact, I want you to make your imagination travel with you to the place you've been researching for your country report. Okay, so imagine you were walking into the travel agent and there was a shiny poster on the wall about the country you've been researching. Inside your head, imagine for a second, what would that poster look like? What kind of information would attract people to the country you've been learning about? What kind of picture or image might make people want to travel there? Think about that for a second. And then when you're ready, I want you to write inside your journal maybe 4 or 5 sentences about this country that might attract other people to go there. So if you were going to write the travel brochure or make the poster on the wall, what kinds of things would be on there? Okay, so at least 3 or 4 sentences that would be great for a travel brochure. What would be great to attract people to that country? Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah? Okay, so I'm going to give you 5 minutes. I want, how about 5 sentences? 5 minutes, 5 sentences. Go.
But in my country, there's nothing good about it.
I bet there is. Check your notes. And remember, you can check your notes if you're stuck for ideas.
Can we draw the brochure?
Right. We'll see if we can find some other things that might interest people in traveling there. Are you stuck?
No.
Okay. So that's the kind of thing that might attract someone to go and visit, right? Because, wow, I've never seen that before. Maybe I want to go see what that's like. Yeah? Well, whatever those ideas are that you can think about is what you might want to include here. Beautiful ocean, it's so warm, and oh, that's Hawaii. So on a poster for Hawaii, I might include. How many people need another minute or 2 to finish writing? Wow, we're in the mood to write today. Okay, go. That's fine. We'll give you 2 more minutes. Okay, finish up your last sentence and check to make sure that your group has a little packet of sentence strips like this. Is there any group that I missed? Okay. Well, I have a bigger version of these. I'm going to hold them up here just because it's easier for you to see. But what you have are some sentences that come out of persuasive essays, which is what we're writing today. And these are sentences that might be a main idea, or it might be a supporting detail. Probably what you wrote for your warm-up today was a bunch of main ideas, right? Just kind of one thing about your country and then another and another, maybe even a list, right? But you probably didn't give a lot of details. For example, who wrote about the climate of the country that they researched? Okay, Rosalba, give me a sentence from your warm-up.
Senegal has a tropical climate.
So that's a main idea. Could you give us some information about Senegal's climate? What makes it tropical?
I had to check on my notes.
That's okay. You can look at your notes.
No, not that I know.
No? Well,
No.
So, well, I'm thinking if it's tropical, some supporting information might be it's hot there.
Yes.
And that there is a lot of rich green vegetation that grows, right? Yeah? Okay. And one thing that I've noticed in your writing is that lots of times you have a lot of great ideas, lots of main ideas, but not a lot of supporting information. So it's a tropical climate, but not what that means. So we want to kind of work on that a little bit today. But before we can even start, I need to make sure that we all understand the difference between a main idea and the supporting details, right? So we're going to practice with that.
In Egypt, it's very hot. It depends only if you're in a desert or
if you're in the city.
Okay, so it's very hot. And then she gave us some supporting information. It depends on where you are. Right. Is it hotter in the cities or in the desert?
In the desert.
Okay.
Because of the sun.
Because of the sun?
Yeah.
Well, what you have in front of you are some cards that look like this, and they're mixed up. And probably you'll find that they are from two different essays. So the first task you have is to sort them out. What are these two different things? Like, this one is talking about keeping streets clean. But this one is talking about, this says, milk is a major source of calcium. Well, is that from this essay, do you think? No. Probably something different. And I bet if I pick up another card, I'll be able to see which one it goes with. If you want to be a weightlifter, you should drink 3 glasses of milk each day. Which one does this go with? Milk. Milk, so probably over here. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to sort these out and see, so I have 2 different stacks. And with your group, I want you to do the same thing. And that shouldn't take very long, so I'll just give you a minute or 2 to sort them into 2 stacks.
People should not litter. What's that one about?
Our town spends $2,000 every week to keep our streets clean.
Well, that one goes with. We have an odd number. Miss Ritana, we have an odd number of cards.
You have an odd, it's okay, they don't have the same number. You just have 2 different categories, right?
Oh, okay.
That's fine. They don't have to have the same number of sentences in each group. So just check to make sure that each main idea is sorted one from the other.
I don't know where this one goes.
Let me see.
That one's probably goes with this one.
Oh, yeah.
So it's just 2 groups, right?
2 groups.
About stamps and about education.
Yeah, education of working.
Across the world.
I'll tell you in a minute. Okay, it seems like most groups are sorted. Are you sorted?
Yeah, we're done.
Yeah. Okay. I'm wondering if we can tell the difference between the main idea, the most important thing we're talking about, and those supporting details or information. Okay? And so, does anyone else in here have the one about milk? Yeah? Ismail, would you just kind of read the sentences for me? Doesn't matter which order, just.
If you want to be a weightlifter, you should drink 3 glasses of milk each day. Alfonso Lewis, a world champion weightlifter, drank 3 glasses of milk each day. Milk is a major source of calcium, which is needed for building strong bones.
Okay, thank you very much. So, sounds to me like these might all be about milk. Who could tell me what they think the main idea or the most important thing about these things is?
If you want to be a weightlifter, you should drink 3 glasses of milk each day.
And so why do you think this might be the main idea, the most important idea?
Because they all talk about if you want to be a weightlifter, you get strong from milk, and it gives strong bones.
So these things are telling more information about this? Okay. Do you guys agree with that? Yeah. Let's check. This says, Alfonso Lewis, a world champion weightlifter, drank 3 glasses of milk each day. Is that a reason that people should drink milk? Some more information?
No. Yes. No. No. Yes.
Who thinks, let's do a thumbs up, thumbs down. We'll just take a little vote because I hear some disagreement. Who thinks that this might be a supporting detail? Who thinks, no, I think this is something else? Thumbs up, thumbs down. Let's take a little vote. I see some people going like this. I'm not sure. Not sure. Give me a vote. Yep, I think it's a supporting detail, or no, I think it might be a main idea. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Some people are undecided. Ricardo, Ricky, you think this is a supporting detail? Yes. Yeah? So tell me what makes you think that?
I don't know, milk is good.
Because milk is good? Why does this card tell you that milk is good? What's the reason on here?
I don't know, it gives you a lot of calcium.
It's got a lot of calcium, yeah. Does this say something about calcium?
No.
Alfonso Lewis, a world champion weightlifter, drank 3 glasses of milk each day. Because he was big. Right? So, if he drank a lot of milk, what does milk do for you?
Gives you strong bones.
Yeah, it gives you strong bones. Okay, so this tells you if you want to be a weightlifter. Is he a weightlifter?
Yes.
Oh, and milk helped him?
Yes.
Oh, so this does seem like it kind of helps support this idea. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's have another vote. How many people think, yeah, maybe this is a supporting detail? Me. Yeah, okay. Still no? Still no?
That I think.
Why is that?
Because it doesn't give a lot of details about why milk is good.
Uh-huh.
It just tells you that he's a weightlifter.
But he's a weightlifter and he drank 3 glasses of milk. So isn't he kind of like an example?
Yeah, he's an example.
Okay. Can we use examples as supporting details? Yes. We can. Sometimes a supporting detail is more information. Sometimes it's an example. But this is not an example. This card says milk is a major source of calcium, which is needed. It should say needed. Look, even Mrs. Raitano makes mistakes, Luis. Look. This says which is need, but it's supposed to say which is needed for building strong bones. Is this an example, a supporting detail, or a main idea? Who could tell me what it is? Supporting detail, example, main idea.
Supporting detail.
Who could tell me? We'll try it like this. 1 person, 2 person, 3, 5, 6 people, 7, 8, 9. 9 people know? Do you know what it is? Supporting detail, main idea, example? Lindsay, what is it?
It's telling about what milk does for you if you drink it.
Okay, so is it the main idea?
Yeah.
Yeah, the main idea is what milk does?
Yeah.
Yeah? But I thought we said that if you want to be a weightlifter, that was the main idea. What do you think? Can we get some help? Brian, what do you think? You still think this is our main idea?
Yeah.
And so, what is this?
That.
What is this? Milk is a major source of calcium, which is needed for building strong bones.
I think that's another supporting detail.
You think it's a supporting detail? We're pretty sure it's not an example like this one, right? So yeah, how many people agree with Brian? I think it's probably a supporting detail. Yeah, I think so too. So what I want, did someone just say something? No, okay. So what I want you to do is this. Look at the cards in front of you and try to figure out, is it a main idea? Is it, what are my other things? Oh, I can't remember. Oh yes, supporting detail, yeah.
Example.
Could you sort these into these 3 categories in 2 minutes?
No.
3 minutes? Let's try 3. Let's try 3. Ready? Go.
This is an example. Or no, it's supporting. This year, both classes are over enrolled and there is a students waiting.
This is an supporting detail, I think.
I think this
And
one's
then-
too. Because it's talking about the uncle that went for.
He bought 20 cents just sold for $30.
Yeah.
But that's from the other stack, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's from and then yeah, I think that's
this is
supporting
detail. And then Japanese children to go. This is a
Supporting detail.
an example. No, this is an example.
This is a supporting detail, I think.
Yeah. Then which
Supporting
ones are
detail.
which ones are our main idea?
This is the main idea.
Okay.
Yeah, because the kid parents they enrolled the
And this
kids,
is an example, and those are the supporting details.
yeah.
There we got it. And then we go to the next one.
We forgot to do that one.
Okay, you read one, Juan.
I wrote down. Everyone should collect stamps.
That's an opinion, isn't it?
Yeah.
So that's the main idea. And this is an example.
Yeah.
Okay, we got that one too. Read them again to make sure.
Okay, it seems like maybe we're finished. Did I just interrupt your brain again? Well, what we're going to do now, you've seen before. So let me show you this graphic organizer. Does this look familiar? Oh, yeah, this does look familiar. Because in 7th grade, our job is to work on persuasive writing, and this is a good map. We're going to use this to work on that. You have in front of you a paper that looks kind of like this. Am I right?
Yes.
Great. Is there anyone who does not have that paper?
No.
Okay, great. You're actually going to create an essay today, sort of like your warm-up, where you're going to persuade or convince me that your country is the best place someone would want to visit on a trip. Okay? And just like the persuasive essay you wrote for your writing assessment, there's these parts to it. And what I'd like to do is get started on mapping it out, and then I'll give you some writing time on your own, okay? But just to make sure we all understand, what does this mean when it says best evidence? Best evidence. Remind us, Dominique, what's best evidence mean?
Like the most persuasive thing you can come up with.
The most persuasive thing? What's another way to say it?
The best example or idea.
Best example or idea. And Sabrina?
The thing that's best about that place.
So the reason, I want you to look at your country report notes and choose the 3 best pieces of evidence